Mondo fly through the air.
He's Superman. Does he even need a pole? Wow.
He's something else, isn't he? So too is this guy, Christian Coleman, was unable to defend his world title here at these World Championships, but does have a chance to be on the podium and win a medal again in the men's 4x100m relay. Addo, let's go through the US men.
So Coleman will lead off. He was 6th in the 100. Of course, everybody's still basking in the glow of this guy's American record last evening. Noah Lyles, he will run the second leg. And you better believe that the coaches have set it up so that he can run a long leg on that backstretch. This is Elijah Hall. He was 5th at the U.S. Championships, coached by Carl Lewis and Leroy Burrell. And then the silver medalist from the 100, Marvin Bracy Williams. He, of course, was part of the USA 1-2-3 sweep. The U.S. start in 7. They're the defending world champions from 2019. They have the most world titles in the history of this event at Worlds.
I'm glad you said that, because let's go back to the last two global championships. As Addo said, 2019 in Doha they won, but in Tokyo the US men did not make the final because of stuff like this.
They dominated in Doha, and we thought, okay, so the U.S. is back, everything's going to be good, and then they kind of slept-walked through their semifinal. It used to be that if the United States got to stick around, they were in. They weren't even close. I've watched this race maybe 20 times. I still can't figure out what happened to United States men in Tokyo. All we know is they did not qualify for the final. But here they start as the defending world champions.
This guy here, the two-time world champion, Noah Lyles, said before these world championships even started, I'm on the team. If I'm on the team, we ain't losing. So let's remember that.
That'd be great if he was running all 4 legs.
We'll see. Also in this, here is Adam Jamili for Team Great Britain.
They were runners-up to the United States at the 2019 Worlds. They won in 2017 at home, and their last Olympic medal was 2004. They were second across the line in Tokyo, and then they were stripped of their silver because one of the team members tested positive. This is Mitchell Blake. Neil Mitchell Blake, he's 3rd. Reese Prescott will anchor for them. Jamili will lead off, and Zarnell Hughes will run second leg.
That's a good foursome.
It's a very good foursome. But Great Britain, like the U.S. men, have had their struggles with the baton. Here is Germany. They'll start in lane 1. They last reached the World Championship final in 2015 when they finished 4th. Their third leg is Ansa, and that's Hartman who will handle the backstretch. There's their third leg, Ansa. And then Ansa Pepra, right here, will anchor. Kranz will lead off for Germany.
China is in lane 5 with their feature athlete Su Bingshan, and Shea Zhenye is also part of this men's 4x100. There's the lane allocations. Nigeria in lane 2, Japan in lane 3.
That's my sleeper team, Japan in 3.
They've won bronze at the last 2 World Championships, so we'll see if that trend continues. The Netherlands are in this race. They start alongside China and inside the US, and then Ghana in lane 8.
Japan has such a solid reputation with the baton. You know where they dropped last? At home in the final in Tokyo.
Yeah.
You can imagine the coach is probably still holding his head in his hands. But the U.S. on the outs, in lane 7, second from the outside. Great Britain in 4, Japan in 3, Germany on the inside in 1. Coleman is a phenomenal starter. Watch him in 7.
First of 2 heats in the men's 4x100m relay. Christian Coleman blasts out of the blocks.
And that's why you put him to lead off. He has demolished these first legs, and now here's the first pass. Noah Lyles has the baton.
The 2-time world champion in the 200 meters leads this relay, and waiting to take over, Elijah Hall.
And here come Great Britain. Look also at Japan, but the U.S. in complete control with 1 pass to go.
Great Britain, Nathaniel Mitchell Blake ran a good third leg. Good pass of the baton, and the U.S. is off. Marvin Bracy Williams, the silver medalist in the 100 meters, blows this field away. Team GB gets second, and that's a huge confidence boost for the U.S. men.
It certainly is. Because remember, they did not get past this stage at the Olympic Games. The defending champions from Worlds 3 years ago are into the final, and the crowd loves it. It's like, that's one. This is our house. That's just one round. Not only did the U.S. dominate the running, they had very good baton passes, so kudos to Mike Marsh and the rest of Team USA's relay staff as Great Britain celebrate yet another final.
And as the US celebrate their heat victory, I want to give a special shout out to Ghana. Ghana has only made the final in this event once, and that was 25 years ago.
So each of my sleeper teams has gotten fourth. The entire track once again, as the United States run the fastest time in the world this year. This is Coleman. He just demolished everybody on first. That's a pretty baton pass.
Look at
from
Coleman.
First to second, and he's celebrating already.
Yes.
So now here comes Noah Lyles, and that's Elijah Hall. That's a pretty good pass as well. And Elijah Hall made light work of that far turn. Look at him pulling away. One pass to go. That's not the prettiest pass in the world, but I don't have any problems with it. And now Bracy is off and running. I'd like Elijah Hall to the inside of that lane and not in the middle. These guys have to remember that. The incoming runner on the inside, the outgoing runner on anchor on the outside, so that the pass happens in the middle. They got away from that there. That could have been disastrous, but the United States survived this, and they are now through. Well, they will start as favorites.
Marvin Bracy Williams says yes. Can't celebrate just yet, Marvin. But that was a solid heat. One down, one to go to determine the finalists. By the way, the meter final occurs tomorrow for the men and the women. Great work to you.
It felt really good. I knew my job was to just try to get a good start, catch the guy in front of me, get a good lead, and y'all saw what he did last night. Like, I just had to get on the stick.
Noah, you said this team is not going to lose, and so how do you continue to make that prediction come true? And what are your thoughts on all the exchanges?
Man, I just got trust in all of them. You know, we went to relay camp, and the biggest thing was chemistry. Trusting each one of these guys, and no matter who we put on the relay, I know that each one of them is going to get the job done. Christian busted it open. I extended the lead. We kept it smooth throughout, and you know, we came through easy. But you know, tomorrow we might give it a little gas.
Watch out, Elijah. Your thoughts on taking and receiving and passing the stick as you guys did it?
Noah had a good handoff during relay camp, so I feel like, you know, we knew exactly what we was doing. I trust him. He trusts me, and we just gonna go from there.
And Marvin, with all the questions about all the past, what did it feel like to come across that finish line with that leading time?
I felt great, man, with the leading time. I gave it a little celebration at the end, you know, for the home crowd. But the four guys that never ran together, great sticks, great practice. So it lets y'all know that we're putting in work.
All right, guys, thanks very much. They can't see, but John Carlos right here on the headset watching you. He is so excited, a legend watching and supporting you guys. All right. Lee.
Nice work, nice reward for the guys, but they're halfway there, not all the way there. It counts tomorrow. So, well done. So, we'll move on to the final heat, the second one for the men in the 4x100 meter, and we're going to walk you through who is where, and how about the reigning Olympic gold medalist, Italy, starting in lane 4.
They would be among the favorites for the gold. 100-meter champion Jacobs is already back in Italy with an injury, so they always pass the baton well, but that's a big gaping hole in their quartet. Pata to Tortu. Tortu was the anchor that ran down Great Britain.
This is how it went down last summer in Tokyo for that Olympic gold.
Last year, second from the left, that's Jacobs, who had already won the 100-meter title. Great Britain thought they had it. That's Tortu on the outside for Italy. And he did a number on Great Britain. So it meant that Jacobs went home with 2 gold medals. And you see, they went crazy in the stadium, and everybody in Italy rejoicing at the very first Olympic 4x1 gold medal. They've actually had decent results at Worlds as well, finishing in 5th in 2011. Here is Canada. Aaron Brown leading off. He's the only man here to have made the 100 and 200-meter finals. Jerome Blake will run second, Rodney third, and Andre DeGrasse will anchor. What does Canada Canada done recently? Bronze at each of the last 2 Olympics, even though they were out in the heats at the last World Championships. And I'm old enough to remember when France used to have the world record in this event back in 1990. They do the underhand passes still. They won the world title in 2005. They were second in 1991 and 2011. They have 5 bronze medals in their history. So here is Italy in 4, France is in 5, and Canada, anchored by Olympic 200 champ De Grasse, is in 7.
Denmark in 1, South Africa 2, Brazil 3, Spain is in 6, Jamaica in 8, way out wide. Second heat of the men's 4x100m relay.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Jamaica's my sleeper team here. They're on the outside, but so far, Italy off to a good start.
Bailey Cole gets the stick for Jamaica, but coming hard on the inside is Canada.
Canada looks good. So does France with those underhand passes.
Here comes France on the inside with Zizi, Ryan Zizi. Hands over to Jimmy Vico. And Jimmy Vico and Andre de Grasse. It's France and Canada and Jamaica. South Africa lunges at the line. South Africa may have caused an upset there. They do. South Africa outdoes Jamaica right on the line.
What's been the consistent thing with my sleeper teams?
4th.
What did Jamaica finish?
Well done. How about that? Jimmy Vico brought the French home. Andre de Grasse for Canada. South Africa line.
And South Africa were world champions in 2001. I remember that because I was on that Trinidad and Tobago team that got second in Edmonton, Canada. So there are your qualifiers. France is in, Canada with a brilliant leg as usual by De Grasse, and then South Africa with a ferocious finish to get the final automatic qualifier.
We have some news from the previous heat. Wasn't your sleeper team Japan?
Yeah, they're not 4th anymore, are they?
They're not 4th anymore. They've been DQ'd. They've been disqualified for passing outside the zone. So we can tell you that the 2 nations in on time are Jamaica and Brazil.
Okay, so one of my sleeper teams got in.
Jamaica got in. Jamaica got in through this heat here. That was pretty cool. That was very close, actually. Really close between South Africa and Jamaica. It is going to set up for quite the final tomorrow.
So it's interesting about France. You know, a lot of the coaches look at France who still do this underhand pass. They're in lane 5 and they go, oh, that's so archaic. But it works for France. You know why? Because they don't do a lot of changing of personnel. These guys practice together as a unit all year round. And France had really good baton passes, as did Canada. And I was impressed as well with Spain, who hung on for as long as they could before they faded to 6th.
Did you ever try that at Trinidad and Tobago?
Underhanded pass?
No, never.
No. France are the only country, I think, that still does it.
So they're through. Jimmy Vico anchored them through to the final. Can't